Are you not in contempt of the Senate? You have lied to us, have you not? I want to turn to your answer on a specific question on notice. On the 18th of July, you responded to a question about power mapping.
Senator.
And you responded unequivocally that KPMG Australia does not engage in power mapping or any other similar practice. You recall that answer?
I do, Senator.
Yeah. Mr Yates, I now want to tender a document that's been provided under privilege. Can you see that it displays in a high level of detail dozens of public servants, including their photos?
Yes, Senator.
Do you see the box called Relationship Strength, Mr Yates?
Yes, Senator.
There appears to describe in those 6 categories the strength of the relationship between particular public servants and the KPMG partners and KPMG itself. Do you agree?
Yes, Senator.
Those relationships are sponsor at the top, good relationship, ambivalent relationship, poor relationship, no relationship or unknown. Does it concern you that your firm might consider certain public officials, mapping them in this way, clearly a power map of relationships, to be commercial and relevant to your commercial relationships and profits and revenues in this company?
Senator, given I've just seen this document, you'll need to give me a few moments just to respond to that more broadly, because we could get caught up here in a definition about what constitutes a power map.
I don't need to go there. This is a map of relationships, and you have designated your company, your entity has designated 6 levels of relationship. That is a relationship map in a senior leadership team who you have a major contract with.
It's a relationship map, Senator, yeah. This is not a power map. Particularly in these large clients, both corporate and government clients, people on our side and people on the client side change all the time. And for us to be efficient and effective in what we do, we need to understand who works in a place at a point in time and what the strength of relationships are. And that's what this is showing.
That is a very unsatisfactory answer, Mr Yates. That is not an appropriate answer. This is a map of the senior leadership of a firm who you have taken enormous money from, $40 million, as I recollect. We discussed at length in our last contract. Much controversy around this set of contracts. This is evaluating these people on their usefulness to you in harvesting income out of the public sector. This is also contradicting your comment very directly that you do not do this practice. Are you not in contempt of the Senate? You have lied to us, have you not?
No, Senator, that's not my view. I don't believe this is consistent with the question we asked. I'll stand by that answer we gave the question on notice.
Senator Pocock, can I just read in my question, which I think makes the point very clearly?
I'm following a line of questioning.
Yeah, thank you. So is KPMG aware of the practice of consulting firms maintaining records that characterise any or all of the following? Which public servants in government departments hold influence? What the relationships of public servants are to one another? What the attitude of individual public servants is towards your firm and or external consultancies more generally, or any similar information. These records can be referred to as power mapping, but may be referred to by another name. That is the question on notice, to which you responded no, that you did not undertake that practice at all, that you are not aware and do not engage in the practice, yet it is exactly the practice that has just been described by the document that's been presented to you here in the Senate. And splitting hairs about whether it's power mapping, stakeholder mapping, is why I framed the question in the way that I did. May be referred to by another name, yet you've denied that it goes on.
I guess one of the things that's central to the power mapping construct, as I understand the definition, which when you ask the question on notice we look for that definition, is identify who has the power and what will motivate the individuals. So that is a separate...
Mr Lowe, you're splitting hairs here, seriously.
We are talking about trust here. This is a breach of trust. You were asked whether you did this. You said you did not do it, and you were asked in general terms about what you did. Now, you have talked about trust. We are sick of cover-ups in here. You are a multi-billion-dollar operation for the public sector, and you come here and tell us you do not do it, and then you do it. Now, how are we expected? How is the Australian public expected to trust you when you come here and do not tell us the truth? You are harvesting, you are mapping, these people, 70 people, Do they know they're on a map in here and graded according to their usefulness to you? Do the 5 people here nominated as sponsors know that they are seen in your very large organisation as sponsors of a consulting firm? I think you have breached their trust, you have breached the Senate's trust, and you have breached the trust of the Australian public. And I think you owe us an explanation that is more than getting definitional, because we've been down the definitional tunnel on this committee, and it is not okay to keep doing it and engineering cover-ups that are semantic, rather than facing up to what you have been caught here doing the wrong thing. You should admit to that and apologise. Yeah.